Ah ouais, d'accord. Bonjour. Bonjour. J'espère que ça roule. On va continuer Disco le Elysium. La partie du flexeur fou. Qui dit que c'est ses cheveux? Il a une mèche bizarre. Et c'est- Là, j'ai plus de morale par contre. Il y a un raccourci pour ces touches là parce qu'elles me saoulent en vrai. Euh... Ah. Euh... Si je dis perso, tiens, on va inventaire. Action, surveiller, zoom, retour. Donc, évidemment, non, il n'y en a pas. Euh... Putain, parce que forcément, il pète un blond. Euh... Ah, mais c'est parce que je suis en intérieur, j'ai pas le droit de filmer à l'intérieur. Ça se tient peut-être. Euh... Bon, fallait qu'on fasse quoi? Démontrer votre autorité à Titus, bon d'accord. Fermer l'écluse mercredi. Interroger les conducteurs, on peut faire ça peut-être. Simplement me présenter votre insigne pour le côté. Ah putain, fallait que j'aille. Euh... Ouais, faut que j'aille voir Evrard.
You see, you immediately feel the door does not budge.
On va aller voir Evrard. Euh... Il y a elle aussi là. On va aller lui parler après peut-être. Toujours pas monter là?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Merde. Ah putain, je suis à rien d'avoir un point de talent. Faut que j'aille l'ouvrir. Faut que je remette un. Je vais faire la mission d'Evrard. Je gagne mon point de compétence, je me mets en perception et je reviens ouvrir la porte. Là, ça, c'est un énorme intérêt. De ouf.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend. Los Ardis? They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Merci, Manana. T'es très cool. Et on retourne voir le Evrard, bien sûr. On va en profiter pour récupérer les bouteilles qui traînent. C'est quoi cette merde? Attends, mais j'ai un sac de chez Fritz.
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Je peux faire une mission de reconnaissance avancée dans le port.
Yes, this looks pretty advanced, alright. For now,
Je peux pas les ramasser? Faut que j'ai le sac en main? Équipez-vous-en. Ah ok, putain. Ça va. Le flou du bus là qui ramasse tout. Attends, parce que du coup là, si je fais ça et que je vais sur la carte, il peut... Et non. Ok, bon, tant pis. Toujours pas l'ouvrir ça?
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
3%, 100%.
And, as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with a rhetoric.
Moi je veux l'ouvrir avec de la rhétorique cette affaire. Pourquoi c'est bleu ça maintenant? Ok. Plus un clair-obscur. Plus un électrochimie. Je préfère le clair-obscur, je pense. Clair-obscur, c'est la baston. Tu veux me redire un truc, toi, du coup?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said. No trouble at all, mister.
Non, pas vraiment. Deodorant.
Mr. Dubois, every worker?
Et membre du conseil.
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart too. How can I help you today?
Je l'ai rendu encore plus louche, je sais pas. Comment ça? De quoi?
What?
Allez,
Oh,
découpe
how could I forget your little side project? Well done, Harry. Well done. Don't even tell me what it was. But good job.
So do I. That's one tasty brew. You should drink some right now, if you can.
Il faut que je le mette en perception. j'améliore le niveau. Faudrait que le
What?
syndicat impliqué dans le trafic de
Harry,
drogue, ok.
how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate.
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what? I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I.
Thank you for your understanding. We will.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Oui.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to it. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union verse. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I helped you get the body down. And I'm helping you find your gun. I'm not a jealous guy. What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows. Harry! I have little people in my org. Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost...
It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine. Vanished? Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back...
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew. Or a hairdryer. Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people...
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And of course, Harry,
Okay.
let me just assure you one more time, I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost...
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her, right? This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's in...
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
Exactly the kind of fascist memorabilia I was expecting. Weasel probably prays to it every night for the downfall of the Union.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good. By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top... Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They...
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship. And I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry, My legs aren't what they used to be. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers, one of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we...
An entire neighborhood of killers.
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got armed. There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood. Making sure everything runs smoothly.
Ok. Ah. Gosh.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have...
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these...
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Bob," he probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him.
Aren't you worried we might arrest...
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martin A's
Donc il
boys,
confirme la
tough and
version des
gritty.
Hardy Boys.
I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them. Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just... I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization.
Yes, yes.
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't...
Oddly, it seems to be true.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody, but he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat...
That's not how you batten someone. The technique is way off. You strike with your whole body, not just the baton.
C'est un instrument physique qui pète un boulon.
Oh, Harry, thanks for the tip. I'll leave doing the real damage to you.
Le
You are the
flexeur
real
fou.
police officer after all,
C'est
not
tout à fait
me.
vrai, mon cher Elra. Comme le fou du bus.
How do I know? Let me tell you about these. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same...
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to...
That does sound quite unlikely. Yes. The big guy.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand. Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins.
Interesting.
They're almost all of them great guys. Work with them.
On va lui parler de la
Hell,
8e.
interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order.
Separate one from the herd. Or what? He'll give you info? Fine. Don't ask it then.
Oh, they are simply old thieves.
Interesting.
They're almost work with them.
Separate one.
Oh, that would definitely be Fat Angus. His feet smell from a city block away, and he's always having noisy stomach troubles. Horrible, revolting guy. You would die, Harry. You would die, and in the process start a bloody and completely unnecessary war. But Angus, his ever-growling stomach, and his smelly feet are all part of... Actually, less. Because this is my hometown. My territory. Oh, Harry. This is getting real grim, and there's no need for that. We are friends. But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry.
You can now go and tell Titus about this.
Also, Harry,
Okay.
here's 5 real. wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else? Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, yes, Harry, it's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left.
A man of the left. So you have... He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
J'ai plus de bouche que vous.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs...
And what would isn't?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta. I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teens.
Roller skating, not drugs, Harry. You like this.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off.
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was...
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloom...
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box. And the...
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best art. You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then, I'll know you're a solid social... Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. By all means, Harry, what's on your mind? See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Ok. On va faire ça, ouais. Ok, donc on va aller voir Everard. Qu'est-ce qu'on a à faire là? Pour aller voir Joyce, on pourrait aller parler aux personnes de l'immeuble. Donc ouais, je pourrais aller voir Joyce. Ouais, je peux aller revoir Titus. Avant de revoir Titus, je peux retourner voir Joyce peut-être. Ou explorer l'immeuble là. Un de tout ça. Lui aussi, il fallait faire parler.
Right to work! Right to work! Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
We were promised work.
The physically impressive
Oh, no.
man tower.
What's it to you? Am I a suspect?
Every once in a while, it's like the man has turned his attention elsewhere. He
You boy
shakes his
got the-
fist
you boy got the-
slowly while observing you from the corner of anti-object.
Quand t'as dit anti-objet, putain, ça me fait.
The
Regardez le gros
anti-object
tactique
task force has
le vendeur
assembled
de Dieu, parce que
God's
c'est la
avenging
intérieure.
angel,
La carte
arrayed
sur
against the lower
la
emanations
mythogramme
of the
automatrice
darkened
des
one.
portes, des portes
Shoe
partout.
racks,
Des
tape
capteurs environnés
recorders,
pour remodeler
motor
l'univers.
carriages, and
Depuis l'enclume des cieux
doors.
jusqu'au verre de
So
profondeur.
many
Prenez une petite bière,
doors.
soyez
You're
audacieux.
not
Et
just
il y a un impact
pounding
sur la
it
forme de la
all to
création.
pieces.
Parce qu'il est temps de
You're
nous instaurer une nouvelle
reforging the
réalité.
universe
Vous devriez aussi
from
de
the
nouveau saccager
anvil of
votre
the
chambre.
heavens to the worms below. Indulge in it. Be bold. Have an
Attaquer des objets physiques soigne les dégâts. Ah ouais, c'est clair. Il faut que je passe aux frites, vite fait. Faut que j'interviewe les camionneurs pour Joyce. Je vais faire ça avant d'aller la voir. Ah oui, c'est là.
The tear machine stands at your bottles clunk into. You're 100% sure you've got special hobo cop money for that tear. At least 100%.
Vas-y, on va interroger les camionneurs. Je peux pas leur parler, non. J'ai plus de morale par contre. On peut me faire une clope ou pas? Pourquoi il veut pas que je me fasse une clope? Allez. Tiens, on va lui parler à toi. Ça va pas augmenter le moral, ça va augmenter mon intellect.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet the photo. An ambrotype. It's the warmth of a wind. Nothing. Her smile. No. This one is a monster in disguise. No response. Wherever this.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
Je suis la loi.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam. The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Je comprends rien à son accent, putain. Wow.
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture started until you came along, that is. I wasn't dreaming. Well, you, people.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
There's something off about this woman.
Das Hallhall.
Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff? Please? I think you should let me.
She's wearing.
Just before Gabriel.
Moreover, the boots were sized. Another discrepancy, although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence, Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
It was. And then it was no more. Perhaps it was.
As she says, Carnival, she just.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. And size-
The feet of a little girl. They fit well on the pedals. What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I say? What I... Yes. There is a protagonista.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Then what were you get?
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Who the fuck is Irat? Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco Negro. Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, and the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad? No, Lowman, time.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't
Putain, elle est full brass.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me.
I think we're done here, no?
Ouais, je suis assez d'accord, mon cher, mon cher Kim.
Yes, go.
Ah, elle m'a saoulé.
Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. Art is a diverse in short, art is the highest form of human community. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes. Disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should... Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street. You must also go ahead and provide savage...
Ok. Est-ce que je préfère être un diplôme d'art authentique? Putain, mais... Perception? Ah. 1h30 d'intériorisation. Sauvage et brutal, le flic artillerien lui va jamais tout n'est que de la merde pour lui. C'est pas vraiment mon RP, ça. C'est pas vraiment mon RP. Oui, j'ai vu ça, mais je sais que c'est des trucs sur l'histoire et le lore et tout, genre un peu la flemme, j'avoue. Bon, bah on va retourner voir Klopman, hein. Attends, mais d'ailleurs, j'ai pas de... Ah non, j'ai rien. Plus 1 vigueur, moins 1 moral. Bah non, faut pas que je me tue si je fais ça, je crois.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Ça fait des clous.
What's up? Ah, man. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk.
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Ok, frère. On va aller voir le dernier. Hein.
There's a pile of cheap sub.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles, right?
These are all. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool.
No luck.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe.
Non, ça va aller.
No
Oh
problem.
putain.
Let's get you
Oh,
some
plus
real
1 perception?
shades.
Oui. Bien sûr.
40 and practical, officer. Good choice.
Ok. Et le bonnet c'est réactivité et rhétorique. La perception c'est très bien. Voilà, j'ai un petit flow là. Oh la poubelle. Attends, je vais parler moi, mais 2 secondes.
You see a samurai. The name, see,
Happy shopping office, everything.
from out on the bay.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang. You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead. Me, it's a...
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola. Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism, but the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
Je vous en prie, je vous.
That's so cool, officer. Speaking of drugs, I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent.
Non, il est fou, ça.
Tasty, tasty drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight, not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all?
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's
The
him.
fat racist.
He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work hard. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm nothing. I told you.
And what?
Crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an... There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is of the racist lorry man.
Je vais pas le menacer, ça.
Look. There's bad people doing bad things here.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady
conductrice.
driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady. I don't know. Maybe.
It could be. He's not ruling her out.
All of them.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. All right. I
Ça va, mon
scored.
frère, tranquille.
Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Non, mais ça va.
Ah, yes. Lots of cops.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe?
Non, mais c'est...
If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
Terrible. Ok. Qui est la conductrice et où se trouve son camion? On va retourner parler à la meuf. Même si elle fout le brasse.
The woman is still hunting.
Huh?
What is it? What do you want? Did you just call me a lady, Herife? I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul. I'm only terrifying to small children.
Yeah, it's not her.
Ok.
Believe me.
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around? When I have my movies? Oh, sim.
Ok. Donc c'est pas elle là. Attends, je suis con. Merde, tu sais qui c'est toi? La conductrice.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't gonna be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. Thank God I don't know. People here call her the Lady Driver.
Ok.
She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why. A youngish woman. Gruff, but
What color hair?
blue and violet. Died. It was
Then she may have dyed it again.
Mm-mm.
a friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Ça va, frère.
I
Fair enough.
didn't, man.
It's true. Bah.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did,
We can't just let it go.
that's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's...
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think...
She shared this.
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
Allez, on peut plus rien dire.
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't a...
Did this violent life include
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. The way it worked.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who...
He's right. There are other options. Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances. And now is not the time to focus on... It's right here. The answer is right here. You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too.
J'ai pas envie de le forcer. Je vais trouver une autre solution.
Thank you, friend.
Ouais.
Wow. This makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes too.
On va voir, on va voir. J'ai pas envie de te saucer direct. C'est un frère. Alors que lui, je veux bien le saucer, lui. Tous les jours que Dieu fait. Je la
For something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? I don't know what you're talking about.
Alors pourquoi voir
Listen
Camé?
up, fuckwits, you don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashal West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jam.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting in.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's surprisingly good at this.
J'avoue, quel
Not
boss.
bad at all. Look at him.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the law.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Allez hop là.
You wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod.
%, 100%.
Men like this only respect two things: strength and time to turn up the volume.
Allez.
Fuck you, I told you, I'm not...
There, his voice grows smaller as yours.
Pas mal, je suis là. Comment tu t'appelles, fils de... Comment tu t'appelles, fils de pute? Je vais scanner ton nom par transmission radio et dire à tout le monde que t'as envoyé chier, malade.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she...
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days. Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple.
Ok.
Now, leave me the fuck.
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Ah, voilà. Voilà, ça fait place. Je peux lui dire que j'ai trouvé une autre solution?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Ah non. Still here. C'est celui-là, n'est pas? Pas vert. Celui-là. Celui-là. Celui-là.
This green found A to Z.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can bet the door is locked.
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside. I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
Ça me trigger que tu puisses pas modifier les trucs d'inventaire quand t'es en... Quand t'es en dialogue ou en
This
interaction.
green found A to Z contemporain.
Ah, vous avez soulevé des poids.
Shadow of the ruins looming over. With a firm grip, you raise the pry bar. A glint of light.
Dire nique la police.
Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, Lorry Cabin.
Je suis désolé. Ça me fume. Je suis
The
désolé.
window shatters and drop.
Subtle.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front, and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered
Je me cherchais à
near
boire,
the
ouais.
pedals.
Oh, salut, ouais. Alors. Cabine à un bord d'hiver, poster de vieux films. Ah putain, attends, je voulais faire un truc. Ah bah si. Donc attends, ça, oui. Ok, oui, si, c'est bien. C'est bien. Peut-être un peu beaucoup. Ça. Hop là. Enfin. Ok. La cabine arbore divers posters de vieux films avec des starlets tout sourire. Il y a un émetteur radio à l'avant et une boîte outils sur le siège du conducteur. Vous observez également des outils éparpillés près des pédales.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from Longford. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of... There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably grenade number 5. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. Wait, doesn't she resemble... This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic untouched. She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street. A mixture of cocaine, the actresses and the rare actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dash. Looks like the frequency dial is...
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 for contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too. Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here. A hammer, a pair, but one odd detail does catch. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Bah.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes. Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Oui.
Looks like her, yes.
Ça, on va pouvoir aller le dire à Titus. Les femmes et leurs combines.
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that
J'étais un
Hardy
flexeur
was
fou, mais pas
closely
misogyne.
involved in the drug operation?
Pensez qu'Hardy et sa bande sont également impliqués dans cette affaire de drogue.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter, a metallic drawer, slides out from the seat. It's an issue of Petit Ferric from last Wednesday. A piece of paper full. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. These formulas look oddly...
The Ulan frequency system?
Mais Kim, c'est un
Never heard
Nikos,
of
donc
that
vas-y.
before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio. It closed the rusty old...
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copper type.
Ah ouais? Et je suis quoi là, après toi? Pour moi, je suis un flic cool. Un flic superstar déjà, mais un flic cool.
No, you're the sorry cop.
Quoi?
The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Je suis désolé.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info, or that won't happen.
Vas-y, le flic, c'est quoi, autocritique rigoureuse? -1, autorité. Alors, je vais pas le faire de suite, du coup, mais... Vous n'êtes qu'une misérable merde. Bon, moi, je suis un flexeur fou, donc ça marche pas trop avec ça. Mais... Je devrais être en train de ramper devant un seigneur féodal. Vous pourriez démarrer quelque chose d'important parmi les ruines de votre passé rongé par la culpabilité. Dommage, parce que ça me chauffe. D'un côté, ça me chauffe. Ah, je peux déverrouiller un point. En fait, d'un côté, ça me chauffe, mais d'un autre côté... J'ai combien de points de dispo? Un seul. Bah, j'ai -1 autorité pour l'instant, alors que j'allais voir Titus maintenant, donc je vais pas le faire de suite, mais...
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence... I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter.
This means it's well funded. Technology like that.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed.
Listening in on your calls.
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, as elegant as they are.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well... We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we are done here. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved. I can't imagine they aren't. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help any. Debrief over. After you.
Ok, bon, on va quand même aller voir Titus avant, je pense. Confronter la bande Hardy à propos du trafic de drogue, ouais, voilà, c'est ça. Et ensuite, il faut que je retourne voir Joyce, mais pour l'instant, on va aller voir Hardy. Vous avez une minute? Tu me parles pour de vrai?
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble? Still better than me, I guess. told you there's plenty of others who tell on her. But is she in trouble?
On va mener une enquête, hein, frère, je vais pas te mentir. Hein.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her? Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can. Oh, you know, Tommy Lahom's gonna be a musician.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Tommy Lahom was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm. Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here.
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
Ah merde. Oh, je suis mort.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intention, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Yes, it can be difficult to be on the receiving end of so much distrust and outright hatred.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism.
Oh,
Another
putain.
police officer resigned.
Oh là là, c'est il y a si longtemps. Oh non, putain, mais le con. J'ai cru que ça y va où? C'était à la fin de la discussion avec lui?
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? Ah, man.
Oh.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
We have a credible lead.
Not me, man.
j'essaie d'aller
No
vite.
way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms. Gotta guard the...
The rhymes, working on these rhymes.
Look, man.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Bah attends, mais... Oh! Attends, mais c'était avant Sileng? Non... Oh non, mais me dis pas ça. Je vais péter un plomb. Ah ouais, y a ça. Oh... Oh bon bah frère... Chut. Oh...
You see, the name
Happy shopping,
from out.
You're very cool. You're right, officer. 100%. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty.
C'est un
Apricot
faire le même truc, hein.
Suzerainty calls to mind.
Very cool. I admire. That's so cool, officer. Drugs? Unless you're
Oh,
into
c'était
drugs,
si
of
long,
course.
putain.
In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah. That's very cool. That's even cool.
A blatant lie, sire.
Who said that?
So you admit
No.
Realizing
Okay. Maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the... No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror. Nothing.
And what?
Crowd.
no, he wasn't
Very
talking
cool.
about an abstract crowd. It was there's more
Oh
here.
putain.
He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is
C'est vrai
of
qu'elle
the
m'a envoyé la
racist
pêche.
lorry man.
Putain, j'ai trop le seum.
Look,
Here we go. There's a tiny bit.
it's a she, okay?
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys? It could be he's not ruling her out.
All of them.
Who exactly is talking about this lady
Faire faire des trucs,
driver?
mais je repasse après. Ça rend le mec.
All of them.
Avec
Even the
bon,
ones who
bon
left.
truc à faire.
I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from...
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from.
Oh, okay.
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you,
An investment? What kind of investment? Ha! That! You drive a hard bargain, officer. I respect. Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
it's just like bus or seagull. A kid watching out of a window.
Oh, frère, putain, j'ai tant le seum, genre... Ouais, on retourne voir lui.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam. I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't gonna be her. All I can say is, a friend? An acquaintance? A youngish one.
What color?
Blue and...
Then she may have dyed it again.
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. I didn't, man.
It's true. Bah. Emotional wretch.
Damn, I don't want to...
We can't.
That's how it always is with...
It won't come to...
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. I'm not... She's got the darkness in her.
She shared?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors.
Did this violent...
Well... It looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. The way it worked.
The pain it was caused.
Fuck, man.
He's right. The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something. Wait, this guy says now is not the time to... It's right here. The answer is right here. You just need to...
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt. You're not going to put a...
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy.
Thank you, friend. Wow.
On retourne voir le facho. On claque un petit F5.
Looking for something, Hunt? I don't know what you're talking about. Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashel West. You don't run Martinez. You...
No.
A legendary.
Yeah, him.
Then I
Yeah?
Not just the...
The lieutenant adopts her.
You're not...
No.
He's surprised.
It's not a hard job.
I'm not...
You've seen that...
Nah...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. Men like this,
Okay.
time to turn up the volume.
Fuck you.
On le rechoppe.
There. His voice grows
Tu
smaller.
dis quoi? Comment tu t'appelles?
as it
Ouais, c'est ça.
Look, fuck...
When did she go?
I don't know. I passed the monument. Down
Okay.
there. The Green Temple. Well, the...
A small temple by the monument.
Thanks, Mike. En fait, ça va, ça se refait plutôt vite. On refait un petit F5 parce que... Je crois qu'il y avait un jet de force.
This screen,
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was...
the glass on the side, the door is
Use the pry bar to smash... I don't know how good it is, but his investigation has taken long.
pry bar in hand. Goddamn maggot. Looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your... Another futile.
This has been...
He smashes it into the window.
Ah,
Droplets of
il l'a
glass
fait.
fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume. These, one of them, particularly the actress. Wait, this is Tijan. She wasted away the actresses and the rear actor. All smile you award. Looks like
Strange. For contacting, looks like we are doesn't look like it.
the smell of you wedge yourself, but one sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? Yes. Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
C'est quoi? Je vais le mettre en volonté instant. Ah mais non, parce que... Ok. Voilà, j'ai envie de crever. Ça me saoule. Ah, 4 et 4, c'est bien.
Looks like her. Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could understood?
The movie stars are still a metallic draw. It's an issue. It looks like these
The Ulan frequency system?
the pull-out tool is closed.
Great.
Frère, tu veux parler du coup? Vas-y.
Alright. Wait, honestly, I'm not
Listening,
And last,
the probe and the case converged. He thinks this was quite the
we should return. There are more than enough ground. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone. Like Joyce told us, yes, debrief over.
Ok, bon, on a repris le... On est de retour au meilleur endroit, enfin au même endroit qu'avant. On va retourner voir lui. Et on va éviter de faire le poème cette fois. Ah merde, mais vous avez le son en double depuis tout à l'heure, il doit pas y avoir d'écho du coup j'imagine.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble? It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do? Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can. Oh, you know. Tommy Laham's gonna be a musician. Tommy Lahm was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's...
The man taps his fingers rhythmically
Bon et là du
against
coup,
his arm.
est-ce qu'on retente, mais je peux pas mourir?
Wait, there's something here, stored
Okay,
away
bon,
in
voilà.
some dusty corner. It starts like...
Whoa. What else? Silent communion. That's good. Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
Je fais que taquiner la muse, putain mais... Bien sûr.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours. No matter. It's a fine stanza. They're more often in the fists than rhymes, see? Let alone honesty in verse.
C'est clair avec la police. Bien sûr.
The lieutenant closes his eyes.
Il a
If
trop
you
le
say
seum.
so, officer.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though...
Il est déprimé, Kim, ça fait terrible. Ouais. Tranquille. On va aller voir Titus du coup. Bon, nous avons rattrapé notre retard. Ça a pris combien de temps? Ça a pris... Ah, les quick save, erase, les quick save, les quick save, ok.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your I am not.
You could be, Liz. You could.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
So fucking what?
No, Glenn, they aren't.
It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely. Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass, like bony fingers.
Looks like the circus left town,
Alors c'est
but the clowns are still here. Again.
Good one.
How many people have you sent?
Shares electric.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning...
So he's hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
About fucking time. Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us? You gonna let him talk to me like that, Titus?
Let's see. Yeah, I guess I am. The old man sent word you'd be around again. That's the reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out. Like hell you have. There is no local drug
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
Non, non, vas-y, frère.
You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade, because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong...
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Boof.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big...
Theoretically, of course.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
My answer is... fuck off. Mind your own business.
And here we go. Back.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so... Go fuck your mom.
That's more like his voice. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Fuck your mom. Ça me pute. Ah, il était parfait. Go fuck your mom. Bon bah frère, je le questionne surtout et il a rien. On va essayer de build up l'autorité encore, mais dur. Hein. J'ai des vêtements qui me donnent de l'autorité, je crois pas. Hein. Non. Non. Pourquoi j'ai un bonus de réflexion moins 1? Ah ouais. C'est quoi qui me donne Merde, c'est parce que je suis communiste. J'ai moins d'autorité. Bon attends, faut que j'aille voir démontrer votre autorité à Titius. On va retourner voir ouais, on va retourner voir Joyce. On reviendra après. Fuck off. Est-ce que je peux parler avec le... Si je peux parler avec le fumeur, peut-être, pour l'instant, ça pourra m'embrayer sur autre chose. Trop stylé.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Ok. Il est là, Joe la clope, là ou...
You see,
Not looking for...
it's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
Trop tard, jeune homme, les ennuis vous ont trouvé.
Sorry, I don't have time for this.
It's the god of cigarettes, and don't let him go. This could be your witness.
Ouais.
The balcony has...
Apologies, but this is my last one.
The god himself has denied you absolution.
Absolution? I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Ouais, quoi?
I'm not throwing anything.
There's no way you'd catch that. Yes, really. Don't...
As you wish. Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat.
All right, but make it quick. Once...
By God, this young man has the body of a decathlete. His lithe form was practically made for vaulting over the high bar.
Occasionally. Why? No. I just like to look good.
He gives you a honeyed smile before shaking up.
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you.
What were you doing?
Oh.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you two. Some more must...
And when did you speak to this more...
Last week? I don't know. Look.
It will take more than rain.
You didn't answer the question.
It was my Sunday.
A Sunday friend. He doesn't reply. Someone hides behind a curtain.
My name?
Martin Martinez?
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before...
No, for God's sake, listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
Ok.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. He could be a witness. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. There must be another way into the building.
Ok, mec. Tranquille. Qu'est-ce qu'il peut pourquoi? Quel enfer. J'ai détesté ce moment. Si je lui parle de l'autre côté de la barrière. Ouais.
Logic error. If anything, you're afraid she'll take you.
Merde. Mais non, mais je voulais pas faire ça. Ok. Stylé. Plus un suggestion. Et du coup par contre ça marche, genre si je fais ça, là du coup j'ai un bonus en suggestion. Et je reviens là. Pour refaire mon test de suggestion.
Just an ordinary wall.
Ah non, c'est conceptualisation. Ah merde. Ah ouais, c'est bon, part. traverser de notre veste. Et oh ma soeur.
The streets will.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth.
La loi
blood
c'est moi,
type,
putain.
the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Go where?
Listen to your partner, pig man. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult. The woman on the boat.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days travel away.
on a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor? Can't you tell? I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval. I ain't no snitch, pigstein.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the... If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good... No. That's all the... I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
Watch your back, ungulate.
Il est bien le Kim, je l'aime bien. Oh yo Joyce.
You're back. Good.
All around you, rain keeps falling down. On the wooden boards she's standing on, and on the water around you.
Very rugged. Good choice. Now, I suspect you had questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation. Subject...
Of course, detectives. I wouldn't normally break protocol like
Mm.
this.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Yes.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM.
Then we're on the same page. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy they were dispatched after
Every work...
a member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or absolutely not.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed he was taken out behind the whirling in rags. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are
What is the nature?
whether to execute one, some.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
J'admets que c'est pas très disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynch.
The débardeurs have over 2,000 men.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers, as I said, a bloodbath. Many bleak scenarios have already come true. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Okay.
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good. As far as private military contract, they boast a long list of clients.
Meaning they're used to operating in war.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Island. Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with...
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and...
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be I have. And they will.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify that the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman.
The lieutenant consults his notebook.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about him.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was... Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea.
You meet her soon enough, you feel.
If you mean did I see him alive? Lely, his service name, a nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever... One is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul.
What would you say was his eye color?
She closes her eyes.
I can't remember.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on.
That's all right, man. Anything else?
He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat.
Indeed. These matches to dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else?
He was, in a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For what? They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Ça va passer au serveur de médiatrice. Logique. Pourquoi est-ce qu'il...
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one the other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my...
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a...
Of course it bothers me.
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
Would afford a good vantage point.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel. I hope I can answer it better. Until the execution starts. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends.
They don't report their progress to you.
Not on this matter. I'm afraid that it's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask. Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a...
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no...
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish.
Sorry. I was trying to see. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and port cities. On the oceans. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century. As early as 300 years ago. The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption. Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started...
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after...
The old world passing by.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. His platoon members? The other contractors, though I do...
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. Challenge accepted. I say we do it.
I am relieved you think so. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. Is there anything else I can help you with? This reality?
Yes, reality is an experimental side case.
How truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective.
Heureux. T'arrives au moment du test pour le lore. Est-ce que je vais avoir le lore ou pas?
Are they now?
Deep synthesis. I'll assist you however I can then. Go
Tu te fais
ahead.
tatouer demain? Ah,
Ask.
incroyable. Tu vas faire quoi? Et où?
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
J'ai fait beaucoup trop tard ça. Il me manquait beaucoup de détails. Une dent? Tu te fais tatouer une dent ou tu te fais tatouer sur la dent? Je comprends plus. Hein. Il va faire peur, mec. Bien joué, ça, Billy. Joli. Ah, tu te fais tatouer une dent, tu te la fais où? Ah! Et c'est propre en vrai. Comment ça va, mec? Tranquille, la pêche. T'as fini tout à l'heure? T'as fini à 15h? Ça va, il est coolos le dessin. Il est coolos. Ah bah bravo à toi. Bon alors attends, je sais que toutes ces questions ont l'air tentantes, on va commencer par la première. Où
We're
sommes-nous?
in Martinez, baby. A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd.
She refers to your corresponding age.
Martinez is a you would
Bon,
be
ça, oui,
excused
d'accord,
for not
ok.
knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. I'm not a good at... This place used to be a province. It's not... Yes.
Known to the early vast, lukewarm and unknowable.
Bon ça je sais
It is
frère,
clear,
mais...
and to humanity at large.
Plus
I
fondamental
would
de
be
la
happy
réalité.
to. What
quel temps
these
vivons-nous?
are unimportant times to for
The smile of a predator. No,
the revolution. It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the turn of the revolution. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Sarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. It made people overthrow their governments. Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the... From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to Why? You and I, officer.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of...
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think. Modernity.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Très bien, très bien.
Time flies. Anxious to hear more about mineral rights? They are what they are. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
What I am not is a basic term of reality.
Mm-hmm.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient root. Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement.
Okay.
Tenements, you see. This one used to be mostly the urban...
Je m'en branle du lore, ma sœur.
Wonderful. The girl in the old lady rags. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of... yes. She prefers a fantasy world. An infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge. I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and... All right. What next?
Ouais.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop.
Bon bah c'est tout pour le moment, ma sœur. J'ai d'autres questions sur la réalité. Oh, ça va. Allez, hein. So long. Bon bah j'ai raté les jets, hein. Salut. Bon bah... Interrogez-la, mais je viens de l'interroger sur la réalité. Toutes les questions en mode c'est quoi, je suis qui, c'est qui elle. Oui. Attends, mais je veux les points, moi.
What can I... More lessons in basic reality? Unimportant. The liberals got the mineral rights. Liberals are some... They didn't win.
We.
To foreign... The coalition... The moralist... At least...
The rule...
This...
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto...
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting. Those would be the communists. Oh, did they ever? Before they got... Yes. The Red Deluge. The insular... Yes. An acute thymine... Oh, lots of people... The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Putain de communie. Je m'en baliste.
About head shooting?
Non, 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 ça va.
They are what... Anyway.
Je pense que c'est ces trucs-là que
Is there anything else you want to know?
je peux tester ou pas, mais genre... Oh vas-y, j'ai posé toutes les questions de la Terre là, ouais, c'est bon. C'est bon ma soeur, tu m'as gonflé. Ok. Il est 17h. IRL également d'ailleurs. J'ai pas tardé à arrêter, mais je sais pas ce que je peux essayer de faire. J'ai envie de retourner au Whirling in Rags, mais ah où je suis à côté de l'immeuble. Je peux essayer d'explorer l'immeuble aussi. Peut-être faire ça. On va faire ça. On va explorer l'immeuble. Je retourne au Whirling et on voit ce qui se passe.
A sturdy metal door. This could be a... The door rattles.
Stop banging on the door! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No. Go check the...
Backyard door. With the smoker. You already...
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have...
Madame, I assure you, we are...
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping sounds inside. You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever. Obviously, look at that vague yet threat.
I know my rights, and don't you mom me, boy.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge.
Allez. Et ben voilà. C'est quand même pas compliqué. Bon, mamie, tu veux quoi?
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for me. I already told you I don't care about any badges. Go ahead.
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Ask away, policeman. The odd she leaves an old lady to...
She mumbles.
I'm no one. It's...
And all she gets.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you.
Oops. You really didn't get the...
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer,
Il a trop le
we
seum
don't
qu'il...
have the witness's name.
Yes, yes.
Somewhere in the building.
What's he in trouble for? Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28.
Thank you. We should...
Oh, allez. On peut sortir par là? Ah, mais c'est là qu'on va voir Michelin. Attends, je savais pas. J'avais oublié.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once a great force from the northeast fired. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against those arches acted as only 3 stories stand underwater. Iron helmets have sunk deep into the sand. A fleet. They massed. Many are still there to this. The waves of what didn't fall into the ocean.
The coalition. But that was a long time.
He fears the discussion might lead to disagreements, as it often.
Ah, mais Kim, c'était macroniste aussi.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with who. Yeah, you got...
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint.
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
On se prépare, c'est une dit chill. C'est où ça? Non, je préfère ça, je crois. Ouais, il y a 5 balles chez elle. Wow. Mais je comprends pas ce qui me permet de... Je comprends pas trop ce qui me permet de d'ouvrir les trucs violets, mais écoute, ça me va. C'est peut-être une compétence que j'ai qui me permet d'ouvrir des trucs cachés, et quoi, je sais pas.
A shift in temperature. The air chill. A former architect stands before a slice of window. Faint pencil is red from the... It's clear she had an... What happened here? It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. Indeed.
Indeed. Moi je ramasse tout, rien à foutre. Oh, il y a 6 balles dedans. Waouh.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The walking stops abruptly. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is...
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a reason to.
Later then. Entering this door, it's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Fou du bus.
This door has been closed with a padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle... Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Non mais on va peut-être pas ouvrir direct, si.
No reply.
Ou je le ferai peut-être tout seul, je sais pas.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The star, even today, half a century after, the star and antlers, because white, the wreath of antler to symbol also gone. Gone is the glory of...
Ok. Faut peut-être... Faut que je me soigne là, non? J'ai bien réfléchi, faut que je me soigne. Oh, -1 autorité. Ah merde. Oh dommage, c'était stylé elle. Bobo Guédro. Un peu d'aigle en vrai, bon bref. Le ronflement est effrayant, vous devriez partir. Waouh. Oh yes. Allez hop là. Putain, bah je l'ai jamais fouillé autant, je crois, ce truc. J'ai encore un point là? Ah, j'en ai 2 même. Qu'est-ce que je peux mettre comme point? Suggestion? Ah, autorité, je pense. Oh, les 2 en autorité, non? Ah, vas-y. Vu que je suis visiblement un énorme bourrin. On va faire ça. Oui, je vais ouvrir ça. J'ai enfin le droit. Il y a 75 centimes dedans, vraiment. Il n'y a rien à voir pour l'instant. Ok.
This door is number 28.
Let's see if anyone's...
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for is... We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? The smoker on the balcony.
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right?
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big... Remember, tomorrow, he's probably...
Ok. Et bah, top. Ok, ok. Bon. À ressortir du bâtiment. Je vais juste vite fait retourner voir les Hardy Boys. Oh putain, qu'est-ce qu'elle a foutu? T'as vu ce que t'as fait avec ton mazout là?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to... Oh, not only have you found my address, it doesn't have to... Shoot, Piggy.
Oh bah je croyais qu'on pouvait parler de la peinture. Zouin, 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 zouin. Alors... Ah, fallait que j'aille dire à la meuf que y a pas de fantôme dans sa réserve aussi.
You broke down the back door. I suppose it's all just a door. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse... Of course you didn't. You're nothing. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed... But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? You did? Then it has to be true. I've suspected that this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you see that she lives inside the chimney? Yes, I've heard that. It's some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go...
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Ouais, vas-y. Je vais faire ça vite fait. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Kim?
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Ça se tient?
Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them. Right.
Some area...
Ouais, non mais frère, c'est bon là, genre... C'est que t'as peur du noir, Kim, j'ai compris, hein, mais... Tout ça parce que c'est un gros bébé qui a peur du noir, mais... Ok, frère.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it.
Vous vous êtes rincé le bousille. 97%.
Something.
J'ai failli rater.
A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above
Bah non, mais
suddenly
je pouvais pas la rater en fait.
Then,
J'ai fait 3 OD, j'ai 6 de base.
you've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything?
You hear a low...
After you, officer.
J'ai pas compris le monde où je ratais mon jet là en fait. On peut... Ah oui, pardon. J'ai pas compris le monde où je ratais mon jet. Le score que je devais faire c'était 10 genre, un truc du style. Yo ma soeur.
Hello.
J'arrive avec la lampe poche en mode...
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. So what kind of diet?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps she's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about
Qu'est-ce
the
que vous
region.
entendez par son?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. I'm a novelty dice.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with role-playing games. You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Je veux des réponses.
Answers? How strange. These days, I'm not sure how helpful I'll be.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are... No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and...
How did I become? Some of my friends were role players. Not especially. I like working with rare. Of course.
Je voudrais te commander un
Tell
dé.
me what you have in mind. I think I have just the right one for you. You're a police officer, right? Here, cat.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it. Mr. Smooth.
Oh, il est passé!
You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Faites un clin d'œil. Non, non, ça va.
What are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse.
She smiled at you. She smiled.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else? Nothing really.
Who cares about the dead body? We might... The lieutenant looks at his...
Your window looks directly on...
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my... Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers.
She's heard of the murder.
But I never saw anyone during that phase. I might have, but in this case, it's really hard to make anything up. It's an odd profession. Making dice for people.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms...
Faisal was right. There's an entity
create here.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Like Sans, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well, and the energy spared her somehow. Alright, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the Whirling racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Le son a pété un plomb? C'est-à-dire? Ah, c'est full robot? Juste du jeu, pas toi. Et ça le fait encore là? Est-ce que là ça change? Quand les persos parlent. Là, y a rien. Ouais, mais là vous avez plus le son, je suis trop con, putain. Non, non, mais là c'était moi par contre. Euh... Attends. Si je fais ça, ça. Ah oui. Ok, bizarre. Alors, je sais pas pourquoi la capture du jeu... Ouais, la capture du jeu, elle est robot.
And then there's me.
Ouais. Mais du coup, là, ça va, du coup. Ouais. Mais là, c'est bon, là. Ok, non, là, il a rien. Ouais, ouais, ok, ça roule. Bon, et bah, très bien. Euh... Ok, ma soeur. Oh, putain. Je peux juste finir le dialogue et me casser. Euh... Ouais, non, mais je m'en fous de ça, moi. Ça, à la limite. Est-ce que de l'ours, ça marche? Ouais, ça va, ma soeur. Non, peut-être pas, non. Ok, et ben merci, c'est cool. Bon, et ben sur ce, j'ai eu les dés de jeux de rôle. Ça, c'est quand même beau. C'est quand même pas mal. Bon, on se dit je vais ressortir du bâtiment et puis on va se quitter, hein. Je ressors du bâtiment, je vais au whaling et puis voilà. Théoriquement, il faudrait que j'aille parler avec Micheline pour retourner voir Plaisance. Bon, bah, on va faire ça du coup. Euh, on va retourner voir Plaisance, on va prendre l'XP et puis je m'arrête. Allez, ce sera 18h prochain stream, je pourrais faire des bêtises un peu. Ah bah oui, bon concert à toi. Vas-y, sois fort. Tu vas voir quoi déjà? Tu nous avais dit? Oh non, je confonds, je suis Rebs. Ah oui, il y a le Reaper. Ah bah mec, profite de fou, bien sûr. Oui, 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 on pourrait. Ok, et bah, let's go. Je me refais une petite sauvegarde et puis je me casse. Bon concert, mon cher Calmarugo. Ouais, tu diras vraiment comment c'était parce que j'y crois à mort. J'y crois à mort. Bon, bah, les petits potes, merci d'être passés. Et puis à plus tard. Ça fait 2h20, j'ai un peu la tête en tête comme ça, là. Donc on va se calmer le cul. Bon, et ben je vous souhaite la bonne soirée. Et puis je vous dis à plus tard, bien sûr, pour de nouvelles aventures. Des bisous, des bisous. Ciao, ciao.